for the ground. I'm my 2020, whoa, whoa. Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020, reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged, dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding? Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. World inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundry mat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back. Epidemic jumping like an acrobat. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding? Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, Every day I wake up, I'ma send it.
Good morning all. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is good. Hope we're all well in Zoom. Hope we're all well here in YouTube chat as well. So look up, make sure all systems go. You guys know the drill. We look good. We look good. Let's get into this. Hope you all had a good day yesterday. And yeah. Let's see what we got going on here. All right. Start off as always with the news here. Today is gonna be a Thursday. Do have unemployment claims a little bit later on in New York session, just around 30 minutes after New York open. This is going to be important news here. They're expecting less people to claim unemployment. If we see this number jump up, we will see gold move up here, right? If we see this number come better than expected, then it'll be interesting actually at better than expected. Normally better than expected means strength in dollar, so we probably see gold spike down, but I think that spike down will be counteracted with a spike up because it's just showing overall health in the economy, which means it will be more likely we see interest rate reductions, which will then feed into that whole hype of the markets going up. So that's how that would be. So, you know, that's a little bit of fundamental understanding in terms of that. So that's what I would expect there with news. We have FOMC members speaking, and that's pretty much it. London session here is clean. Not sure what's gone on this morning to have this pump here. 5:15 Asian Open pump here. This is Asian Open, 5:15 a.m. Not sure what's caused this. Definitely something fundamental. Let me go see if I can find anything quickly for us, just so we can see. Let me check my news outlets. Let's see if I can find anything. See if we can find anything. Let's see. Go check Bloomberg or something like that, and we'll see if we can see what caused. Because I'm interested to know if anything has caused this. Okay. All right, there is something here. Right, what I can see here is the Bank of Japan has said, all right, Bank of Japan here has said, Uchida, right, Uchida from the Bank of Japan has said, just because we terminate yield curve control, YCC, that does not mean we will suddenly stop bond buying. And I think that's exactly what Didima said. This is also something, yes. Even if negative rates are abandoned, accommodative conditions would remain. Which means essentially, so let's take both of these. This is one, yes, and let's take this one here. Just because we terminate yield curve control doesn't mean we will stop buying bonds. So let's understand what's going on with the Bank of Japan. All of my guys in the exclusives, you should be knowing this because we had that webinar with the battle of the economy. So we know what they're doing. And literally what they just said is they're like, even if we, so this here is saying, even if we change our basically rates, right? Even if negative rates are abandoned, we will still accommodate, we will still support the economy. And now we saw yesterday that the Bank of Japan, well, not Bank of Japan, the Japanese economy, they're still having problem with employment and wage growth, which is the number one key factor that they need to increase what? Not increase, but to make their interest rates into a negative environment. So this is obviously leading into that, saying that, hey, there's no time soon we're going to see that policy switch. Now, the way that they keep it is they're saying that basically we have what? We have their yield curve control, right? Yield curve control is going to be their bond buying program. So even if they say that they are ditching that, they are still going to be, right, accommodating and still buying bonds. So we will still see interventions are still going to be a thing. That is their bond buying. They are still going to try keep pressure on that. So that means they still have a quantitative easing approach to their economy. So with that, we've seen this push up here in the markets. Basically, the yen is staying weak, and that is why we're seeing this push up in the market. That is why we're seeing price push up here so early. Now, let's go ahead and do the analysis here and see what will happen for London session. So we understand fundamentally what's going on here. We understand that yen weakness came into here. We see price push up. Now we need to go and look at what technicals telling us, because technicals will drive our entries, right? So looking at daily time frame here, we close bullish back inside of the range. We fill the range over Asian session. If we were here, would be a very simple day for London, looking to fill to this resistance and potentially continue, right? Now, looking at what's going on here, we are above this daily support. This was a key zone for me, this little daily support here. I wanted to be above this. And now if we can remain above this, there's no reason 188 won't be tapped. Looking at 4 hour, we do have a little barrier in between us, which is going to be this 4 hour resistance right here, which we can simply mark like this. And yeah, as long as we can get it back above that, we do have around a 14 pip range. Oh, I thought it was a little bit bigger. Well, only a 14 pip range to 188 here. So not the biggest ranges here. We're not playing in the biggest ranges, but it's still, clean here on the 4 hour. Moving down to the 1 hour time frame here, we do have a resistance a little bit higher, but this 4 hour will be more important. We can mark this as well as a 1 hour resistance. Yeah, so that's our 1 hour resistance here. 30 minute, let's have a look what we got going on 30 minutes higher. 15 minute will be the same, I believe. Yeah, so that's basically 188, around that zone, 950. The 1 hour is more important than that. Let's have a look at how close is this. This is like 5 pips. With volume, you should be able to break through this 1 hour. I've seen this happen a lot, especially when 15 is clean. The 1 hour can be broken here because we have range on 15 and 30. But 1 hour does have to be considered here, of course, as like a major watch, but with volume could be broken through. Now, problem is we're pretty extended here. We've had a pretty big push. Let's see what we've done here. This is around 70 pips if I'm looking by eye. Oh, 79. Pretty close, man. For quick maths, pretty close. 9 pips off. I'll take that. 9 pips off. So we've had around a 79 pip push from origin. I would say origin is here on this volume candle here. That catalyst the move. Nice candle this though. Pop down. Break. Yeah, so since we're pretty extended here, I need to see 15-minute pullback. If 15-minute can pull back, because we have to think about it two ways here. Two things is either going to happen here. If this fundamental catalyst just makes the yen so weak and we see money driving into the pound here, this thing will just continue and we can be looking for continuation trades. But we will know that. We will know that because we will see basically price closing with volume. We will see price moving faster. Price is not moving fast anymore. It's slowing down. You can see it. This candle has been here for 10 minutes while I've been talking. The second thing that might happen is as soon as we hit Frankfurt Open and London Open, as we start to get those traders come into the market, they will want to pull back prices to levels which will be more attractive to get in to buy here, right? Or they are positioned from yesterday and we will see profit taking. Now, this pullbacks that happen will be opportunities for me since we are bullish bias today. Previous daily is bullish, previous 4-hour bullish, looking for buys here only. I'm not interested in sells. Nothing suggests me to sell. And yeah, so realistically looking for pullbacks, setup 2 to form because we're in a trending move at the moment. Since we're trending, we'll have to give ourselves the first option that we have to get in here, even though we've had a big push, because this push is outside of our volume time. If this was inside our volume time, I don't trust that setup 2. I think it would fail. So yeah, that's something I'll be waiting for. Thunder versus setup 3. What's best here? What's best is structure, man. We have no structure on 15 all the way since here, so you need something. At least a 15-minute candle closing bearish, next one closing above, something that's going to give you a solid place to be able to the next candle to respect, right? We need somewhere for the candle to respect. 5-minute structure at the moment is not doing much here. It's just chopping on the way up here, and it's not giving you one candle can come in here and say not today, volume candle here and reverse it. This is an FU candle territory. So you want S2, not even S3, you want a big pullback? Yeah, we're right next to 4-hour resistance. The last thing I'm gonna do is take an S3, 3 pips into 4-hour resistance. It's not my plan here. So that's what we don't want to do, is trade straight into 4-hour resistance here. Not really the smartest idea. If we're gonna get rejection, we're more than likely gonna get it from here. Now, once we get above it, if we don't even have a chance for pullbacks here, yeah, we will have to wait for some form of structure. But I will not trust just a thunderstorm. I will need at least a 15-minute bearish close, next one breaking the high, which would be a setup 3. That's minimum. But preferably I would like to see a pullback, just so when we take that, we're not getting caught in that pullback. Why did you say setup 2 would fail inside of a session? No, I didn't say that. You're not listening. I said if this push was during our session, if a setup 2 happened, and let's say this was like from pre-London to London Open, and then London Open started pulling back, and then 30 minutes after London Open we had a support, it's already done, right? That's a big push in our session. Right? So that's VTXP already done. So price pushing right now, trying to make itself outside of this range here. We're above 4-hour resistance here. So now we just need to find a way in. So that's the only thing we need to do, is find a way in. And the way we're going to find a way in is just by waiting for some form of structure here. Because if this can, listen, if you take a trade wherever right now, this thing can pull back all the way to here, 40 pips, and you'll still be right. Technical analysis, you'll still be right, because there's no structure here. There's nothing, not even like a small pause here that we can respect. There's nothing here. So we would have to wait for that. This hour close, of course, will be super interesting if this hour can close above the 1-hour resistance. So we will wait and see here. So let's have a look at gold in the meantime till GJ decides what it wants to do here. And start off on the daily time frame here on gold. So gold is still sitting in that same range. We have rejected the top of the range from yesterday. So yesterday did get some form of continuation, very sporadic continuation, just popped up, came back down towards the end of New York session. Now daily closing bearish. If we can start clearing these lows, the plan basically remains the same as yesterday. Sells are going to be in the exact same zone as yesterday, which is going to be below this zone here. So if we can create structure below this zone, daily is closing bearish, 4 hours closing bearish at support though, which is not the best place for price to be looking for sells here. So I would want it to get outside of this range and maybe some form of structure, if not closing 1-hour candles outside of this range, because I don't feel, yeah, we've even closed 1-hour candles outside of this range, fails to go down. So that's why I want to see some form of structure. Even 5-minute structure outside of this range will do. I see no structure here, faked out. So if we get some form of 5-minute structure here, that will do. Now, if you're going to risk it for the biscuit, counter trend buys can make sense here in 11 minutes. If this 15 can close maybe back inside of this range here, you know, back inside of this range, 15-minute can make sense to drive up here. That might be a little bit interesting here. Buying from the bottom of the range here could be quite a simple trade, to be honest. You know, could be quite a simple trade. Yeah, we'll see how this candle closes here. I'd rather wait for 15. If you're going now on a 5 minute, then you have 1 minute, and this 5 minute will have to close above its resistance here. If you went impulsively, then you're probably in a good position now. But I'll just be careful long term about impulsive trades. I think if you were going to take this, you would have been in... Actually, no, this never even broke the high. I'm not sure where you would get in here. You'd have to base it on 1 hour. That's the only way you would be in right now, is you would run 1 hour stop loss here. Put stop below the range here around 28 pip stop, which is not that bad. And you know, target here to the top of the range. Use this as a watch around 8 pips away, but that would be it. So yeah, that's what I would be looking here on gold. So I do think that there's a counter trend option here inside, even though bearish bias, right? Even though there's a bearish bias, you can look for just this to play the range, right? You can look for this to play the range, right? And you can look for it. But we're at support. Yeah, what does that, what do you mean by that? What do you mean? What do you mean? You're live early? No, this is the time we normally live. Why not put value on the LTA here to buy? Because we don't have an entry confirmation here, right? See how this candle's rejecting? If you just bought here and this flips and comes down, right? We could what? We could just end up failing. So you would want some sort of entry confirmation to give you the, to show that, for price to show you that, hey, upside does make sense, right? Like this, look, you would have got triggered in and now you're straight in drawdown, right? Because there's no closure here. So now you're praying for this candle in 9 minutes to do business. 5 minute candle did not even close above here as well. So now you're stuck in this range, which is why I don't agree always with impulsive trades, because you know, this is where you get stuck. Even though we're bearish bias, we're at support, can look for counter trend bias. Yeah, but that's what we were just saying, unless you just showed up. Maybe you didn't hear it. Let's have a look at this. Took this trade here, 4 hour closed above here. Candle closed above. Yeah, it looks like you got away with this. Yeah, today's the day you got away with this, but long term could be a little bit tough here. We had volume luckily today. If you didn't have volume, this thing is going to reverse on you, especially when price is showing you this. When price shows you it rejects, this is showing you weakness in the move. It's not one rejection. This is showing you 1, 2, 3, right? So realistically, until we get above this zone is only where the buyers will come. This is showing you rejection. If this rolls over, your stops are done. What are you going to say to yourself with that? You asked me why I was saying we're at support. Yeah, I was just asking what does that, because I was talking about how we can look for counter trend buys, and then you're like, we're at support. So I was trying to, I thought you meant we're at support so we can break it down, you know, break below it. So yeah, that's basically the analysis here. Pretty interesting day. So let's see what ends up happening here. A bit of a shame that GJ is pushing up like this so early. Why GJ pump? Yeah, because of Bank of Japan announcing a few things about their yield curve. But yeah, overall, your idea that you put in, that plan, it does make sense here. You just want to probably wait for a close. A close will be a lot better. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy the analysis and everything is nice and clear, be sure to do the YouTube business. You guys know the drill. Leaving a like definitely does help here. If we can get the likes up to, how much of us? 427. Get the likes up to 150. I don't have to ask. 200 would be great. Hey, can you turn your volume up, please? I think everyone is fine with the volume, because if I turn it up, people say it's too loud. Can I turn it down? So I think the best thing to do is to turn up your volume, and then you can hear me louder, right? I think that'll be the best. The volume is fine. just fine. Volume is good. Yeah. I think RVJ, maybe it'll be better if you can find a way to increase your volume, or maybe use headphones or something, because I don't want to make it too loud and then everyone's ears are screwed. You don't think I did that? No, I do think you did that, but everyone else, that's why I'm asking everyone else as well. And everyone else say the volume is fine. So I don't want to increase it and then everyone complains it's too loud. On 8 minutes, gold would be, 30-minute would close above as well. Yeah, it would make sense for sure. Would be an hour close as well. But if this hour close is bearish, then it's not valid. Right, so finding a way into GJ right now is going to be waiting for this 15-minute next one to create some sort of support here, and then just taking that towards the upside using volume. Yes, watching the Asian session, I missed out. Yeah, Asian session was a lot easier. Either you're looking for entry, this is an easy entry, Asian session. This is your only entry here. This one, and then this one close above. These are your two entries for Asian session. This, I feel stop is too big, but it created 5 structure in here. So when you go breaking the high, you can manage, you could just put stop back in the range around 18, 17, 18 pips. And then breaking the high. But the actual easiest option here was just this 15 close here. 15 closed above 187.500. Clean candles to the daily resistance. Use that as a watch zone on the left. Yeah. My first entry set at 3, then waited for candle to go in my buy zone. Again, it didn't tap the area for a closed above. But if you missed the first entry, why are you FOMOing into a higher price? That's a bad habit, right? Now I do agree, I just want to keep you accountable, right? You need to make sure that you're not FOMOing into stuff. This 1 hour close here, guys, will be super important. Whether we close above or below 1 hour resistance or support. I just need some form of structure here. We just need some form of structure. Thoughts on this? Let's have a look. What is this? What time frame is this? 4 hour? It's higher time frame stuff. Look, no need all of this. Keep this simple, right? This is what? GJ? Look at this. Watch how simple you can keep this if you're trading on 4 hour. Okay? Price, you know, price broke out of this range here. We pulled back, we're bullish. As soon as price creates a support here, right? If you're trading on 4 hour and we're holding support here, once we see this second candle close, this is not enough, it's below this. This second candle breaking the high, that's your entry option to test into this resistance, right? This is entry number 1. No need to even, you can put stops below the range here. No need to even find basically, fib level. We know we're coming from this bullish leg. When support is formed, we can at least get here. Now, if we can get here, you know that if we close above here, we can also, that's another entry on 4 hour. Stops will have to go below here, target top of the range, and continue in the daily range. So just look at it like that on higher time frame, right? Just keep it, look what price is doing, not what the fib is telling you. Look what the candles are telling you. Fib can only be extra confirmation, but the candles are going to be what is true. A fib you can drag on the chart. You can't adjust how the candles close. That is what the market is going to do. So you have to use information from the candles. You can use fib, yeah, it's at the fib zone, but what happens at that zone? I don't even need a fib here because this was previous support. Before this was even made, I know that this is a support. So if I know that this is a support and I can mark it like that, and I can go and see what happens to candles, I can see candles respecting that support. So I know if we get back above this, right, and a candle gives me a close like this, back above 186,500, breaking this high would be a 4 hour idea. right? So you don't need to do that. Make sure you're focusing on the right things. Although it's totally fine. I don't have an issue with you using it. Just make sure you're focusing on the candles as well. Can we enter after red candle on 5 minutes and push up again? If you want to go super risky, yeah, you can do that if you want to, but I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. You know, it's very deep into the move here. It feels like FOMO to me. I don't care if this thing pushes another 30, 40, 50 pips. I'm not getting in until I see something that gives me confirmation. GJ plans? Let's have a look. Looking for above here. Wait for pullback on day R and then set up 2. Yeah, we're all the way up here now, right? No, we're all the way, yeah, we're here now. Yeah, I was looking for the same. Riskier buy option, buys above 1 hour, possibly with support. Yeah, this I can agree. If we can get above 1 hour, any form of support will be good. Just basing off 5 minute, it's going to be a little bit tough basing off 5 minute. We need to see, maybe like a 5 minute consolidation will be better. 5 minute consolidation will be a little bit better here. All right, are we closing above? We're closing right at 1 hour resistance here, right? Yeah, look at gold as well here, right? This is why we wait for close. Nothing closed above, no 15, no 5 minute, and that's why we always wait for closes here. I know you guys don't like to wait for closes. It's very a patience testing thing, but in times like this, it really saves you because it stops you being in a sticky position, which is why I follow that rule. Yes, sometimes price will go without you, but more often than not, you'll be stuck in situations like this. And I'm not trading based on hope. I'm trading based off an if-then statement. If this happens, then I can trade like this. Here, I'm not trading off an if-then statement. I'm trading just off if. I say if this breaks the high, hopefully it will close above and continue. Hopefully. But if it has closed above, you said that is my confirmation. All right. See what GJ is doing here at the moment. So we close right at resistance. I would be very careful here since we closed exactly at resistance. Right? Can you tell me all the if-then statements for my algo? Well, no. Otherwise, we could just code something. It doesn't work like that. But I'm saying for entry criteria would be if-then statements, right? For entry criteria. At which point do you say we're buying the highs? Whenever we've broken out and it's above a resistance, we're buying highs. So anytime after this candle, you're buying highs. This is the breakout candle. This is the candle you would have want to be involved in such a move, right? Okay. Anytime after this, you're buying highs, buying highs, buying highs. You're not wrong until this breaks this low down here. That's where you're wrong. You know? It does work, by the way. It's just there are thousands of statements. No, it wouldn't work. You need an adaptive model. You'd need AI. If you can involve AI, yes, it will work. But just based off if-then, it will not work on a strategy like this because I mean, you could make it pretty accurate. Just the problem you'd have is with mental BE intuition, just those type of scenarios. But overall, you could make it have probably 65, 70% win rate. But you'd need to really go hard on finding all the different ways. The plan is you need to wait for consolidation, wait for the buy to exhaust. Yeah, man, you keep spamming that in chat. I respect your opinion, but please don't tell me how to trade. I know what the plan is. And if you showed up to the stream early, you would have heard me talk about looking for pullbacks and stuff like that. So we would be on the same page. We would be on the same page, which is good, right? So you should be happy with that. So yeah, let's see here now if we can. This pullback is exactly what we want. If we can pull back now, maybe you know, try to create support, fail, and then London Open gives us a close above here, there should be a pretty straight shot to this resistance here and to 188. We have around 4 or 5 pips to here. 188 is around 10 pips. Not really that big, actually. Not that big of a range. Yeah, not that big of a range. Always tough to come to a market that's already been pushed like this. You really have to be patient here, because you are coming to a time, like let's just imagine you came to a like London, and well, no, let's say imagine you came, it's kind of this scenario like yesterday, right? You come to NY and it's already all the way up here. It's like, ah, that sucks, you know, or like this here, sorry. But at least this had some sort of structure formed. You see structure form, structure form. This is why this is okay. Structure form, continuation. Structure form, continuation. No structure. You see the difference? This is how you can buy continuation. Structure form, continuation. Structure form, continuation. Structure formed, close above, continuation. Although this last continuation was not something crazy here. Only around 11, 12 pips, 13, 14 pips from this candle here. It's still continuation after structure. The problem with this is there's no structure here. Nothing. You are just straight candle after candle. Mental BA can be coded. It's just extra if then statements. Yeah, it couldn't be coded off intuition, but it could be coded off if there is a hidden level. But how would you understand if there's rejection or if it's bouncing off entry or not? You would just have to try and refine it, but you would just leave that out. You would just go stop loss or TP. I don't think you would need to add that. It will reduce ruin rate a little, but long term it would be fine. Long term I feel it would be fine. Becoming more and more patient as I watch your live stream day after day. Yeah, it's a good skill to learn, trust me. It will make you a lot of money long term. If you buy after break of resistance, where will you put TP? Unfortunately, we don't have much of a range here. We have to consider this, guys. We have to consider, as I said, move is extended here. We need range, and our range at the moment is 10 pips. So I can't be looking for more than 188. Anything plus 188 is bonus. That will be dependent on volume there. But in terms of technical, what I say I would expect it to reach if we were to create structure and get above is 188. But we have levels before that we have to care about. We have this level to watch, this level to watch. This level I wouldn't worry about because the wick has passed through it, but mainly this level here, 187, 187, 940. Yeah, that looks good, man. That's exactly what we want to see on GJ right now. We want to see price that tried, create structure, and then get back above. This is exactly what we want to see on GJ right now. After a push. 4-hour target didn't hit. Let me have a look. No. This is not a high. This is just a resistance. And we're above it. So it doesn't matter if target has been hit because we're above it. So if we were below it, we have a problem, right? But we're above it. Any buys we're looking is above it. So it will be fine. So I would say more target would be more structural points like this are more heavy targets. But if we start to get below it, then yeah, that's obviously a problem. I want to buy gold. Please tell me what I should be looking for. If you want to buy gold, you need gold to close above this 2033 area here. If gold can close above there, it will be a lot, I think, safer for buys above there. Harry, your analysis is out of this world. You have to be a millionaire. Anyone can analyze like me. Right? I would say maybe small experience points, but that just comes with time. But in terms of the way I do analyze, it's a very straightforward process here. My analysis process. Very straightforward. See, these days, it's like, how's your week been? Will help dictate these days. Because if price just ends up flipping here and 5-minute closes above the range, we will continue a 5-minute trend here. Issue is that you know that it's almost, I mean, it's more than a 50-50, but you can't be pissed off if this thing just ends up rejecting and you lose out on it, because you know you're buying really high up here, but it doesn't mean it's going to stop. I don't believe in overbought and oversold. But in terms of confirmation, we want structure. So if you're going to take like a trade that you trust in and put significant risk on, you probably need more confirmation, more structure, something like that. If you want to just try get involved in the move and rely on volume continuing throughout the day, then yeah, you'll have to force it on 5 here. So this is how you basically analyze how your week has gone. And this is a way of trading that people don't really talk about. So based on my week, so this week taken 2 trades only. Took a full risk trade beginning of the week, and then I took a small trade yesterday. So my profit for this week, I'm not going to go risk all of that profit in the last 2 days of the week. I will probably allow myself to risk half of that profit, or max 70% of that profit, still to end myself positive at the end of the week. But if you do end up on the opposite side of the trade, you're not going to end on a negative week here, right? Because the worst thing to do is to work all week just for it to be taken away, right? And then you have to wait till whole next week, and then you just end up in this rabbit hole. Whereas midweek, beginning of the week, yeah, you take your options, you go, you know, but when you start to come towards end of week, there's no reason why not to have to go full pelt on everything. Unless you have a perfect setup, then not perfect, but a setup that is, you know, not something trying to buy 5-minute like this, right? When you, then of course you go full risk. Otherwise you're never going to take a full risk trade because you're always scared. I wonder if a scalp here would be worth it though. Harry has a video regarding support and resistance, supply and demand. It's a very good video. Thank you. Where did you learn to trade? Well, originally from YouTube, right? I just searched videos on that. You haven't marked the 30-minute resistance? Yeah, that would be used as a watch zone here. You expect volume. This is a valid resistance for sure. For sure it's a valid resistance. And you can mark it here, but otherwise, if you're going to mark this and worry about it, then you're not going to trade this zone. This is a non-trade zone, so you're not taking a trade on any breakout here. You're not taking a trade on any breakout here. So if that is something, so the only reason I would take a trade here is relying on volume. Structure is not on my side. I have no structure. I have no range. The only thing I have is volume. The only structure you have is 5-minute trending move here. That's the only thing you have. So that's the only thing you can rely on, which is why I said you have, if you're going to go, you go with an optimistic approach, saying, hey, I'm going to give myself a shot. Now, if we want to see a trade that has higher probabilities, we want this to create a resistance. We want the next candle to pull back and then close above, which would then give us structure for price to do what? When we have structure, price then can respect that structure. So if structure is formed in here, if a candle then closes above, next candle break the high. If this candle starts to fail, it's okay because we have this structure here for price to try, accumulate, grab liquidity to maybe then give itself a leg to here and make a decision of what it wants to do. Right now, even if it pulls back down to here and your stop loss was here, you're not wrong. It just maybe wants to pull back to here. You're still not wrong. Wants to pull back to here, you're still not wrong. Then you could get the upside move. So that's why we want to see structure first, because we don't want to find out where we're wrong by being wrong. That's not what I want. I don't want to find out where we're wrong by being wrong. This is 15-minute close as well. Damn. 15 is trying to close above 1 hour resistance here. Or not. Could you show us an example of structure? Yeah, one candle closing exactly what I drew, right? One candle closing bearish, the next one closing bullish, right? Because remember, a bullish candle followed by a bearish candle creates a resistance. That's your first sign of structure. So the definition of structure is when we have a resistance and a support. So if a bullish candle and a bearish candle creates resistance, then we would need a bearish candle and the next bullish candle to create a support. Once we have a resistance and support, we have what? Structure. So, you know, a couple of candles can form that. You don't have to have a full structural point, right? Gold close above on 15? Yes, it has here. Interesting. Do I want to trade gold this morning? Don't know how much I like this range. Yeah, breaking this high would be the trade I'd take on gold, but I'm just watching gold still. Because recently hasn't been working out, but I do like this idea. So if you want to take this trade, then yes, I agree with it completely. You just have to use this 1 hour as a watch, but you have around 4 or 5 pips to there. Does make sense though. No, it looks good, very, very good. But not this high, you would want to go break off that high. Bearish bias on gold, so just looking, yeah, but we're coming from the lows of the range. There's a gap 9 hours ago. How close is it to the entry? No, there's no gap on my broker. Yeah, I do think breaking this high will be the option buy. Might put experimental just for fun. Because that would be reverse 1 hour setup 3. Won't it be high risk because of bearish bias? Yeah, it would be counter trend option here. So it is an option, you know. I wouldn't say super high risk because we are at 4-hour support, but just the consistency of gold during London has not been 100% here. It's not been 100% just yet. The only time I trade gold in London, if you guys notice, I'm very cautious about how I trade gold in London. So the reason why is because when gold trends, that's a very easy time to trade it during London session. Gold trending in London is super simple here, super simple when it trends. That'll be your entry as you break that high. Entered in tutor. I think you're good here. You're good here. I gave it a small shot as well. As I said, experimental. Yeah, I gave this experimental shot as we broke the high. Let's see. Low risk though. Super low risk. I risked 0.4% on this. Actually, no, 0.5. How much up am I on this? 8-9 pips? Yeah, probably I wouldn't want to see 1 minute get below entry, below this structure here. I'll probably just go B. That's how I'm gonna play it. I don't want to take a loss on gold. I know if gold pulls back and pull back heavy, even though I trust it to continue here, I just don't want to take a loss on gold. Let's see. Order refused, didn't have enough margin. Damn. That's real? You really didn't have enough margin? I want to see if we can get up to this resistance somewhere around here. This type of resistance is here, should be good. That's what I'm looking about. Where this candle wicked. That would where I'd be looking for. Was your entry on gold? On my broker, 234.25. Which is coming pretty close to it right now, to be honest. See if I can survive it. When is this 5-minute close? Ugh. Not looking good, bruv. Oh, alright. I got tapped break even. Yeah. I closed break even. I'm not trusting gold to try hold it. This is what I mean. Gold still, this is why experimental shot. I still trust it. I think it does, but I don't want to play games with bearish bias. I still think it's good. You probably can continue up here, but I gave this a shot and I'm not playing games here. You know, gold, that sweet spot, 8, 9, 10 pips. Yeah, be careful with holding, but I do think as long as we respect this 5-minute structure here, technically you have nothing wrong with your trade. But as I start to build confidence back on gold here, I'm just not gonna want to lose random money here. But I do think that this is still somewhat okay here until you break through that. But yeah, you know, because until you break through this 5-minute structure, it's valid. Could even manage with any 1 minute here, but I just moved straight to break even. So that's another way to manage this now. Any 1 minute candle closing back, you can also manage it like that. What's GJ doing? All right, we have 15-minute trying to close. I want to see this 15-minute close above here. 15-minute can close above would be interesting. Oops. Where's that resistance? Did we tap it? Yeah, we tapped it. So it is an issue here since we're tapping it. So you probably want something leaving that. Anyone still holding gold, or you guys out of gold? Did you exit? Yeah, personally I exited, but I think you can, if you want to try hold, you hold, but I'm not. London, it's still, you know, I'm being a little bit cautious here. No reason yet for me to close? Yeah, if that's the way you want to run it, then you're totally fine to follow your plan. I just know that London, when it likes to pull back, it pulls back heavy. Still holding? Yeah, just be careful. Remember guys, I closed out here, okay? So that's what I've done personally myself. Took partials on time? Yeah, if you could take partials, then congrats. I just don't think, you know, London, it does like to do some nasty pullbacks here. I got in from a low position. Oh, then you're good, man. Then you're good. Then you're good. So see setup 4 on gold. It's possible, man. Tony, it's possible. Only problem is we're at 4-hour target. We're at target already. And you don't really have clean range here, right? For setup 4. You don't have clean candles. I think gold will be choppy. I think if this is going to continue today, it will just create 5-minute structure like this. This will be replicated. You can get a pullback here to create support to continue up, pullback to create support to continue up, etc. But I just don't want to play that game in case we get some FU candle and then I have to take unnecessary loss. In from 32? Yeah, if you're in from 32, then you're not sweating, man. You're not sweating. GJ closing, we need 5 minutes till the candle closes. 2 minutes now. And we need it probably above this 939 resistance. Break even at 34? I think it's fine to do that, man. It's a safe way. Gold, if it wanted to push, if we took the same move in NY, this would be through the screen. Right? In NY, you're either through the screen this way, or we would be through the screen this way. That's why I prefer to trade NY, so I can just book my profit and get on. Like this gives you so small of it. That's like 8-9 pips only. It's not enough for me. Especially with that stop. This would be minimum target 35,600s. But it's still respecting 5-minute structure. So in terms of structure here, will be good. Just need volume to continue for whoever's holding in London. Which is not what I want to experiment with monetary. I can experiment that by just watching, observing, until I see more consistency of gold coming back in London, until I start seeing good pushes of gold in London in my direction, then I can trust to hold it. Then we'll start reintroducing gold here. Otherwise, I'll just stick to it in NY. So this is, I'm collecting a lot of information from today's trade. Gave it a shot because we had very low risk. I wouldn't even consider that a shot. Does your broker charge commissions? Yeah, per lot. I wonder on GJ if breaking this high would be worth it with this volume. GJ does not look like it wants to continue down today. 6 pips to 188. That would be a break-even point. Here's our structure now, right? So structure has been formed. Nice little consolidation as well. Yeah, if volume continues here, this thing will want to continue here. Problem is, we do have not the biggest range here. 6 pips to here, 13 pips to here. See what 1 hour range is looking like. 1 hour range is looking like 15 pips. See what ends up happening. Give me a sec, be back. It's at 30 resistance. Yeah, you just, as I said, it's a volume based move. Volume is only the thing that's gonna push. Give me a sec. I'm trying to contemplate here if I just rely on volume pushing throughout the rest of the day today. And this thing just continuing. It's not massive stop here. 10 pips. What time is London open? 30 more minutes. Should I send him my Bitcoin? Please no. Please don't, please don't. Gold not looking good? No, I think break even was the play there, like we did. That's how London is, man. This is what I was saying. This is why I was exactly saying, I mean, that setup looks juicy, but you just get pessimistic with it. Boom, close. Be done like me. And I went basically no risk on it, so. Hello fellow traders, you may know Harry does this for free. I'm sure many have made profits from his awesome free trading, so hit the like button, help the channel out. Appreciate that, RVJ. Appreciate that, RVJ. Yeah, 677 of us in here. Appreciate everyone showing up. If you can get the likes up to 200 something, would appreciate it. On EJ, would you say 5-minute structure is enough? I'm contemplating to go break of high here and just trust on volume continuing throughout the day here. Half risk break of high and just leave it. This is something I'm thinking right now. Yeah, we have a lot of momentum here in the charts here. I'm going to try play off this momentum. I'm going to go 0.5 as we break the high. Just play off momentum. This is a super high risk trade because we are at resistance and at pretty high point in the range. But understand the idea behind this is that I did one structure. We have created structure. And if price is going to continue up, I expect it to respect this structure. If not, it's going to continue down. What's the difference between momentum and volume? Volume is kind of like that one big push. Momentum just means we're like, yeah, exactly. Momentum moving same direction. And yeah. What about a 5 close? I feel like we've had enough 5 closes. If I wait for one above here, I might just miss the move. 840 stops? Yeah, 830, something like that. But I'm going half risk on this guy, so this will only be a half risk win if it ends up playing out. Because I'm just trying to get involved in the move because I think it's an opportunity here. I think price can just end up continuing for the rest of the day. Back up to at least 188. If this 5-minute candle closes back inside the range, then I'll be looking for maybe, then I would use that, yeah, PIM. I'd wait for the 5-minute close. I'm up 2% on funded account following a high quality setups. Decent? Yes, indeed. Well done, well done. Keep it up. If this candle breaks the lows, then I'm not going to take this trade. I'll have to wait for something else. Then I'll probably be waiting for something to close above. 30-minute, 1 hour closes, 22 minutes waiting for close is good? Yes, it could be. But depending on how this 5-minute closes here. If this 5-minute closes back inside the range, then I'll be waiting for a 5-minute candle to close back above. If this 5-minute ends up closing back above the range, I'm keeping the same buy here. Because this becomes our new resistance here. So then we need something closing above that new resistance. If this does not create a resistance because we close outside the range, then I can just continue with the idea going break of high. Because right now what could happen is that since we close back inside the range, next candle here can pop up, retest into this zone, and then do that. But if we close above here, then I wouldn't expect that. That's why when we were closing bullish here before this candle came, everything was bullish. So you don't expect that. You expect it to break the high and continue. Never broke the high, no entry. Alright, so gonna delete this one here, not entering. Make that clear, not entering because we close back in the range. I'm gonna wait for something closing back above here. Especially with this no bottom wick, it's fishy. So hope you all understand that. Right, not rushing into anything here. I saw a setup, didn't end up happening, now I wait. Right? Very, very simple. I wanted to do exactly something that we have high probabilities in. So if we're basing our trade off momentum and price continuing and price on lower time frame is trying to reject, then I need to show me that it doesn't want to reject anymore. How am I going to see that? By price closing above. Stuff like this. Showing you it's rejecting. When price closes above, that's where it goes. Right? Rejection, rejection, rejection. Close above, continuation. Rejection, rejection, rejection. Close above, potential continuation. Same thing. Does your strategy work on indices? Yeah, of course. We have a whole part of our group. A lot of people trade indices here. A lot of people in our group trading indices. Well, not indices. They're trading DAX. They love DAX. Yeah, that's the pullback, and then you should be breaking this high as an entry. Yeah. What time is this? So now I'm probably waiting for London open at the moment now because we're just consolidating at the high. And yeah. You didn't close break even AD? Why not? You trusted it? Telling you guys, London is different. You have to listen to me in that. I said it for a reason. This is why. I was hesitant, and then we just did it as an experiment, and the minute I saw it coming back, I want to be out. This is London with gold. Yes, also counter trend. But London and gold, the pushes, they're very inconsistent. It's exactly how it works. GJ 4 hour, let's have a look. range. Yeah, we're back inside of the range and we're tapping this range. Yeah, I see that. That's definitely can take that into consideration. For sure. You know, we're tapping back into this range. This was the first leg, you know, we could get rejection from here for sure. This was when we had our first breakout here on GJ. This is where we created the first resistance. So yeah. Harry, I hate after I learned the trading from you. When I watch other videos, I feel it's all scammers and waste of time. Lol, man. Straight up volume is dead. Yeah, but we can't be mad because Asian gave a push. Asian gave the push. All traders preparing their coffee for London session. Oh yeah, they better make that coffee hot and fast. They have 15 minutes. What's the best Forex pair currency for beginners? I don't think any pair is for beginners. I would say the only way you could identify a pair is for a beginner is if you see how small the stop losses are and stuff like that, because it's pretty hard to be messed up. Like take something like AU or EU, like these moves here are like 3 pips here, so it's pretty hard to be messed up in 3 pips. But when you're looking at gold and stuff like that, and the way that gold pulls back heavy, like, you know, these pullbacks here are like what, 24 pips, right? 25 pips. That is going to be a lot more harder. So that's the only way you can argue a beginner and non-beginner pair. What are you looking at here? 4-hour rejection. All right. After the liquidity grab. Yeah, I see that. I see that. I see what you're doing. 4-hour trade. $200 likes. Let's go. Appreciate everyone leaving a like. If you're enjoying the stream, be sure to leave a like. You can get up to 300, no problem. I'll note for myself that stop to trade gold in London time. Yeah, you can, but just be aggressive with how give yourself a shot. Doesn't go, just come back. And then that's break even, lose nothing. Even close plus commission in that instance. Right? You saw me, I would put like just a 2 lot on that, you know, just for fun. I got B 3 times, yeah, but those could have been 3 avoided losses. So it's a good thing. Is there still spots open in the group? Yeah, there's actually 1 spot open in the group, and then it will go on waitlist, like how we always do. And I'm thinking this time when I go on waitlist, I won't just open the waitlist. You'll actually have to apply. You'll have to write a little application. We will see. But yeah, there's actually there's 1 spot left. So if you want to be part of it, I'm telling you, you won't find more value than this. I cannot tell you, I can almost promise you that. That can be promised. And you know, you want to take things more seriously, you're welcome in. You're welcome to the team. If you're here to be serious, if you want to get access to all of the content here, if you want to, you know, get part of all that good stuff, then yeah, you're welcome to join. I've applied and I not heard anything yet, but did you apply for the group? The group is, you don't have to apply. You can join, you can just join by pressing the button. If you applied for the one-on-ones, yeah, you won't hear anything because as I said, the spots are closed, right? There's no setup 7, setup 6 we can discuss this week, no problem. It's very simple. All it is it's basically setup 5 in a range. I wouldn't even consider it. So yeah, RVJ, if you're looking to join the group, you're welcome to join. But if I have not replied to you and you applied to the one-on-ones, it's because yeah, I'm not doing one-on-ones. So that's why. At the moment. If I do free up my schedule, then yes. I joined the group but still have not heard. Heard from what? If you joined the group, then you should be in, man. Oh, you mean the free group? Oh, you can't afford me yet anyways? Yeah, then you're not in the paid group anyways. No, I'm talking about the paid group here, man. Paid group. I will not contact you if you join the free group. Man is getting ready for Pip Labs. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. Tomorrow. Are you guys ready? If you guys are on the wait list for Pip Labs, today you will get access. You will get the email that allows you to be a member of Pip Labs. You'll get an exclusive offer that no one else is going to get, and it's only for waitlist members. So if you are, you know, a waitlist member, then congrats, because you are going to get an amazing offer here, right? So yeah. We're super excited, guys. You will get, yesterday we grinded really hard yesterday. Make sure to polish up the software, and yeah, we're pretty sure it's very, very polished at the moment. So we're super, super excited. If you haven't tried it, you are always welcome to try it for free on the demo version. We don't even ask you for a sign up here, so you can just press try for free. And look, when you press try for free, it's not going to ask you to log in, so you're welcome to try that backtesting software for free. So we're super excited. You guys ready for tomorrow? Pip Labs? Let's go. So if you're on the wait list, check your emails this evening and you will be sent the offer. How can I join the free Discord? In the description, man. In the description, you're welcome to join the free Discord. That's a great place. I do put a lot of resources in there. I don't just ignore the free Discord. As much as I can, I go and look to answer questions and stuff like that. I post my trades, all the latest videos. Come on, 12 reactions only. Sleeping, guys, sleeping. And yeah, also for Pip Labs, we will be doing a big giveaway tomorrow, so show up to the stream, right? Yeah, show up to the stream. We'll be doing a big giveaway for Pip Labs. It says invite invalid, yeah, because that's just your browser. All you have to do is copy and paste it in your browser. Copy, paste it in your browser, and the invite link for Discord will work. What is ranked mode in Pip Labs? Okay, let me put it this way, guys. We will... Alright, I don't want to give a few spoilers because I know there are some people in the industry who are trying to do what I'm doing, what we're doing, so... Rank mode will, let's just say this, guys. You will get paid for being part of Pip Labs. How about that? Or you will have a chance to get paid for backtesting. Let's just say that. All right. Most affordable group for people starting. Thanks, Harry. You're most welcome, brother. Welcome to the team. Let's get it, man. You need anything, let me know. Almost 700 people watching, only 236 likes. It's not just cool people. Wipe feet and say hello before walking in people's houses. Now, if they enjoy the stream, they'll leave a like. Alright, 7 minutes till London Open here. GJ trying to break down. I'm glad that we waited break of high. Always keeps you safe, that. I really love it when that keeps you safe. This is setting up maybe for a late move here. If this can pull back somewhere to the daily support, create structure like that, and we close above, then we're off to the races. That's my trade for today. That will be my trade. Counter trend selling? No, thank you, man. Not with this bullish candle close like this. You want to risk it for the biscuit? Go ahead, but that's not in my plan. I don't really go against bias until we break second structure. This is first structure broken. So I would be breaking my rules to take a sell here, even though it might play out. What have you been cooking today? Like literally, or what have you been cooking behind the scenes? But guys, seriously try out the demo, right? Seriously, go enjoy this. This is a huge partnership with Tradingview, and practice the 1 month of data you get for free on the demo. Go prove to yourself that you guys can trade, please. This is super, super, super important. Go try the demo. Make sure that you guys can trade here, right? Prove to yourself you can trade. If you can't be profitable on demo, then guess what? You're not going to be able to be profitable in the markets here, right? Damn, everyone requesting right now, eh? So, after the first time you request, it will be fast because this is taking it from our servers. Right? Go enjoy it. Test it out, guys. Place positions. Look, you can place positions here. Buys or sells, whatever you want. Right? Confirm. It will automatically adjust risk. Whatever you want. Buy stops, whatever you want. Try it out. Tick by tick, guys. For free. This is January 1st. So probably don't trade January 1st. Probably skip a day or so. Maybe skip 15 minutes. How to backtest like cutting candles. I will post a video for you guys to show you exactly how to backtest. But you treat it like you're actually trading. Here's your account balance, 10,000. Go see what session it is, what time it is for trading. 7 o'clock here, London session. And then if you see a position, place the position. Let's say you want to take a long from here and it will put your stop loss. It will automatically adjust. Place it and then see your statistics. See if you're profitable. Right? Practice, practice. You don't see professional football players, basketball players, you don't see them not practice, right? They're always practicing. It's slow, yeah, because I just announced it and you can imagine there's around 700 people in the stream. How many people do you think is requesting? Just give it time to load. Remember, this is a browser based. Whenever you go and download, have you ever guys ever used any other backtesting software? You have to download the ticks. Every time you request for the first time, you are downloading those same ticks. You are downloading those same ticks. So just give it time to load. Remember, each tick, we have over 3 million data worth of ticks. You can wait 1-2 minutes. It's like loading a game, right? When you load a game on an internet browser, it takes time. It's the same thing. But if you are a paying member, once you download that data once, you don't have to download it again. Right? Because it will stay there. It will stay there. Like now it should probably load fast. No, I'm not logged in. If I was logged in, then yeah. Only when you're logged in, because then it will save for your account. Alright, so London Open coming here in 3 minutes. You can see there's some form of rejection here. We will see 1 hour candle is closing bearish here. 30-minute also closing bearish. 15 trying to close bearish here. So let's see what happens here. I would like to ask, when we break above resistance, do we need structure to be formed before entering? No, not if there's structure before. Like here, there's structure before, we don't need structure. If we can not break close above, and obviously it's not in one candle, then it's fine. Then it's totally fine. It's going to show news events. Yeah, that's already loaded. We loaded that yesterday. You can see news events. It will be how Tradingview shows news events on the bottom of the screen. It will be the same. So you'll be able to see that. Indeed. Does the market behave differently at various times of the year? Yes, which is why you have to go and understand how markets cycles work, right? And this is, you know, backtesting. Either if you want an affordable way to backtest, scroll back on the charts and go and look how markets behave, right? Go watch how markets behave. Can we simulate gold on Pip Labs? Yeah, you can simulate gold, you can simulate NASDAQ, you can simulate S&P, you can simulate US 30, DAX, all the 24 pairs. Claudio's gonna love this question here in YouTube chat. Have you ever thought about hiring a developer to script an indicator to draw your support and resistance line on TradingView? I'm too old-fashioned, brother. I'm too old-fashioned. That's like telling an Italian grandma to make pasta with a non-iron pasta machine. All right, London Open here. Candles closing with rejection. 5 minute probably created a support. Yeah, 5 minutes creating a support, but retesting the 4-hour resistance. We are below the 4-hour resistance at the moment. This is trying to make a top wick now on the 1 hour. Yeah, let's just see what ends up. We need more information here. There's not much we can do right at the moment here. There's not much we can do. Help me in trading, brother. The help is there for you. The help is there. All you have to do is put in the work and scroll through my YouTube channel to begin with. And then when you get better and you want to take things more seriously, you can take the next steps. How long will Pip Labs stay free? Pip Labs, the free trial, you'll have that forever. You can use the demo version whenever you want. That is completely up to you. But if you want the full version with access to all the pairs and everything, you'll have to pay. Look at all these holes. Yeah, just buying this at support. Like yesterday, you did the same trade here on GJ. Remember yesterday? You took the same trade on GJ. You tried to sell down here. It's hard to sell at support, brother. You know, be careful with that long term. Be careful. Because look what happened yesterday, right? Just completely said not today. Similar to buys on EU. I don't know why people did it. Who did it? Which buys? Let's have a look. For me, buys on EU would be above this resistance here. Yeah. Where are we on 4 hour though? Uh-oh. Above 4 hour resistance will be the buys. Here. Yep. Which was Gmail's. We want another close above? Yeah, we just need something close above. Gold is just ranging. GJ is trying to make up its mind if it wants to go up or wants to go down first. Top wick is made on the 1 hour. I feel if we break this low here, yeah. How to rewind in Pip Labs? Aha, you can't cheat. There's no cheating. Can I get a private chat with you? One-on-ones I'm not doing at the moment, but the way you can chat to me is by joining the exclusive group. We have Zoom calls every single day. We have webinars every single week where you guys can just simply open your mic. Yesterday we were trading New York session together. That's another time you can ask me questions. You can speak to me then. And that's not going to cost you much, right? People out there charging $500 for just a 1 hour one-on-one session. You could spend 12 months in the group, well, let's say 10 months in my group for that price, and you'll probably learn so much more than you'll learn speaking one-on-one with someone. Yeah, but it's different answering on YouTube chat and answering to people in a group, because we can explain it fully and I know their level, I know who they are. Can I get a link for those? Link for which one? Sorry, man. Are we buying GJ today? It makes more sense to buy, in my opinion. Some insane GU price action. Bam! Scan that, will take you to where? Destination? You guys know the answer. Why no volume? Unfortunately, we had a push during Asian session and it seems like that died down the volume here. With a $100 account, what lot sizes can I place on a demo with 0.10 lot? No, that question doesn't make sense. On a $100 account, 0.10 would be risking 10% with a 10 pip stop loss. I would recommend you use a lot size calculator to understand, because based on how big your stop loss is, will determine how much you risk per lot size. All right. You reckon GJ can be retraced down to 187.615, then take buy 615? Yeah, it could do. That's a rejection zone. You know? Any pullbacks, if we create structure, I would be still looking for buys. Guide video for Pip Labs? Yes, will be posted on the website tomorrow. Will be posted on the website tomorrow. And I'll post a backtesting video on my YouTube. You guys love these backtesting videos. I'll teach you how to backtest and we'll backtest my strategy. I made that video yesterday. GJ has to put in a new low, be careful. Yeah, once the low is made would be good. I think gold, same selling plan makes sense. Resistance below here, sells would make sense. As soon as we get below this place here, sells would make sense. A 1 hour close below there, or 15-minute close with the resistance. Cheers, Christopher. How lucky is your girlfriend? Inexistent. Not lucky, because maybe future girlfriend might be lucky if she considers me. But thing is, if you're working hard towards your goals and you're grinding, you need to have a girl who supports that. It needs to be a team. It needs to be a team, right? The relationship is a two-way thing. It's not a one-way thing. Right? She can't sit there being spoiled, expecting, me to grind and working my ass off towards goals and she expects at the same time to be demanded time and everything for her, right? No. Has to be both ways. Either she's involved, she wants to help me reach goals by supporting and we do it together, or she's the complete opposite, understands what I'm doing and is detached from reality when you're working so hard. Right? When you work so hard, right, you can have a girl who can just what? Detach you. Take you away from all of that stuff. Complete opposites. Can I access Pip Labs? Yes, you can. You can. But you can't buy it. Till tomorrow. Tomorrow, you'll be able to buy it if you wish to do so. Which time frame are we on right now? I'm on the 15-minute. You can buy it, you just need 100k. Yeah, 100k, I'll let you have it now. Right now. You get it a couple of hours earlier than people. He's not gonna answer you if he spams? Yes. Harry opens up a relationship course when there's no volume in the market? Yeah, when there's no volume in the market, we need to find things to do. Right? So... my screen is blurry. RVJ, I respect you, brother, but you said my volume is quiet. Everyone said my volume is fine. Now my screen is blurry. No one has said that my screen is a problem. Maybe your device has a few issues, brother. Getting tired looking at barcodes, gonna call it. Good decision, brother. Keep you off making silly mistakes, I agree. Good night, good night. Is it free to backtest on Pip Labs? For the demo version, yes. But for to get the full version, no. This is an expensive software to build. We've spent a lot of time and resources making this possible. So we will have to charge, but we are charging the most affordable price that there is on the whole market. Can you do good, brother? I don't know if that's a question or you're telling me. You did put a question mark. For tick-based backtesting, yes, indeed. It is tick-based backtesting. All right, this candle's trying to break above this zone. 1 hour would be a setup 3, breaking the highs. Five-minute is coming above here. I would love to see 12 pips, 16 pips here. This might just give some heavy volume here. The range is not big here. We would be looking at just literally something like a 1-to-1 here. Like a 12 pip stop loss, maybe somewhere down here, 13 pips. Get to 188 here, maybe go break even. And if we're lucky to get volume, then we get volume. And rely on this 4 hour just to drive here. Re-break of the 4 hour high. Shall see how this candle closes here in 3 minutes basically. If this thing just pushes, I'm not going to FOMO into this right now since I don't have anywhere to put stops. You can technically take this as a 1 hour setup 3 with stops below the 1 hour. 17 pip stops though. Your target here is around 15 pips. But that would be your option to get in right now if you wanted to get right in. But I don't mind waiting for the 15 here. Do not mind at all. We have another 30-minute resistance, 970, but it's covered by the wick. So you'd be looking at a wick fill, right? It did not react off it. So we would be getting above this 15, and then the next one is a wick fill. 88 is your target here. 88 is your target. Once 88 is met, we make decisions. Does 1 minute at least have some... The 1 minute needs some structure here, boys. It's just a straight push. We need this next last minute here to pull back. Pull back and create some sort of structure here. I don't want this closing too deep. Let's see. 1 minute for this candle to close. Let's see how much. Because I have to run the 15-minute stop here. I can't run a tighter stop because we have no 5 minute to put it under. Right? So we have to run a 15-minute stop, and this is just pushing now. It's only 4 pips away from entry. It was 4 pips away from entry, yeah. Now would just be 5 structure to find a way in. Very, very, very annoying markets. It looks like 40 pips. Yeah, I know, right? It's so small ranges. That's even the bigger problem with this is that look at the size of the candle we need to have to get 10 pips. That's a 10 pip candle. That's a massive candle. Half risk if we enter? No. If we got the close above here, it wouldn't demand half risk, no. But we close deep. This deep close would not be a problem if we had 5-minute structure because we could just rely on that. Something a little bit to give us stops that make sense, right? 15-minute setup 3 would be nice. Yeah, you're right about that. It would be nice. Or a thunderstorm. You know, a thunderstorm would be good as well. Hey, Elon. All good, man. All good. Yeah. I'll tell you 1 second, brother. It would be this resistance here, around 87, 087. Yep, it is. It is. Elon scared me, bro. Yeah, I know. Me too. My headphones almost exploded. See if we can get some sort of at least something where I can put stops. I'm just looking for a place to put stops that make sense, that allow me to get to 9 pips. Great. Guys, ranges here are not good, man. The ranges are crap. We need bigger ranges, man. $10 pips, 6 pips to here. Need 2016 GJ? Yeah. Even though I don't use your strategy, your channel is the best for psychology. Trust me, I checked everywhere else and they don't compete with you. I'll be joining your group soon. You're welcome to do so, brother. You're welcome to do so. Hello, last time I messaged you from my personal account about our product. I'm sorry for that. I could message you via email about our business inquiries. I probably did not reply as I'm not looking to partnership or with any people who are offering any brokerage services or something like that. So that's probably why I probably did see the message, and I'm sure I would have replied. You take that, Claudio? On the setup 3? Stop is 17 pips, 180, 100 is 16. Yeah, basically 1 to 1. Yeah, you're right. It would be basically 1 to 1. Oh, this is monthly time frame? Oh, shit, man. Looks similar. It looks similar to this 30. I was wondering why it looks a little bit weird. It's not a broker, it's an EA trade manager, which helps you a lot with managing trades faster. Yes, that's probably why. Yeah, yeah, I'm just not affiliated with anyone, man. It's just how I am, you know. It's nothing against your business. I wish you the best with it. It's just I'm not affiliating with anyone. If you notice, I have no affiliate links in my description. Look at GJ exclamation mark. I'm looking at GJ, brother. Come on. What's in front of me? Nigeria won yesterday and you're not yet to congratulate us because I didn't know. Can't congratulate on something I don't know. So congratulations. No problem at all. Much appreciated. Thanks for your honest answer. Appreciate you, brother. Wish you the best as always. If things change, I'll let you know. Yeah, here's that nasty pullback from 188. Not today. Not today. Sitting on my hands is paying. You have a lot of patience to deal with these comments. You get used to it. As you can see, I'm a pretty patient guy, so what's a few comments gonna do? Can we sell gold? Needs to close below. 8 minutes. 5 minute here? Maybe 5 minute? No, if you're gonna take it on 5 minute, you need something closing below the 5 minute structure. But my plan does not include taking trades on 5 minute without the 15 minute close. I always have a 15 minute close. So maybe you want like a... The only time I would rip a 5 minute... So you have two choices. Risk it for the biscuit. If this 5 minute closes bullish, the next one breaks the low, is risk it for the biscuit. Alright? More confirmation is if the 5 minute closes bearish like this. This is actually a pretty okay setup because we've created resistance and now we're closing below. With volume should continue. The easy option, 15 minute close. Those are your three options right now. Those are your three options right now. Still in? Well, you're looking okay, man. This is giving you nice rejection at the moment. So far, okay. GJ could be forming setup 3. Yes, if this closes weak bearish. Closes strong bearish like this, I don't count that as setup 3, especially below 188. Key levels are very important. So even so, you'd probably want a 5 minute closing above. But if it closes weak bearish, then possibly. See, gold is trying to close back above the range here. So this is why you need something closing below to give you the continuation. What's this, GJ? Where's your stop loss? 87,875. Somewhere here. Yeah, problem is right here, this is like a retest zone, so you'd have to be careful with that. Either you have two choices once we have a pullback like this. So either this candle closes weak bearish, right? If this candle closes weak bearish, you'll have a setup 3. If this closes back inside the range, we're back in the range. You have to wait now. Nothing happened. It just went out, no entry. Now it's back in the range. You wait till something closes out. You not trade inside the range. You can't. It's a very small range. It's yeah, 188 basically. Right? You'd wait for that. Yeah. Not a retest. It's just this was closed too deep. So there's no entry when it closes too deep. There's no 5-minute structure. Price is now trying to make 5-minute structure. If 5-minute structure is created, you know, depending if this was during the candle, then we could take a trade. But since it's after the candle, now we just have to wait for more information. You know? Remember how small our ranges is here. It's not an easy zone to be trading. You're only trading a 10 pip range here. That's all you have. 9-10 pips. Right? It's not the best. Not the best area to be in. If you're up for Asian. Well, yeah, then you haven't missed it, right? You're sleeping. So what? So what? Move on, right? Yeah, there was some news. Yes, sir. Did you move to Dubai or were you born there? I was born there. Wonder if gold will break out here. Let's see 30-minute volume on gold. Yes. I would take gold at this point. Yeah, I'm looking at it, but we need to close. I think if the 15 can close below here, we'll have an option here. Breakout trade. We have resistance below. 5-minute retested, coming back below. Stops don't need to be higher than this 5-minute. 8 pip stops. Pretty sexy. Can run it pretty a little bit higher. Somewhere here. 10 pip stops, 11 pip stops. So this, yeah, just a sec, man. We're just concentrating up here. I'll give me a second. So this 5 minutes closing here, 17 seconds. See how this 5 minute ends up closing. We have 8 pips to this next resistance here. I feel like with some volume, we get nice top wick on this candle here. Let's see. We should be able to push down here. Need a little bit more top wick. Yeah, this was a 1 minute option. There was this 1 minute option here. Anyone have top wick on their broker? I have a nipple. Too small wick for you? Yeah, it was a little bit small here. But if you took it, if you got in fast enough, I thought it would make a little bit of a deeper top wick. If you got in fast enough, then you're fine. You don't have a top wick? Yeah, I think some won't have it, some will have. If you got in there, mine looks similar to this. This is no top wick. See this? If you had enough of a top wick here, you should be in and you should still be fine. You wouldn't want to let this flip and make a top wick though. Did you have one? Yeah, you had one. Yeah, if you could get in enough time, I just didn't see one, so I waited for one. Look at GJ. Yeah, I'm looking at GJ. It's still below the zone. 15-minute close bearish. 30-minute close below the 30-minute resistance here. Right? If this flips after creating a top wick, I'll go in. Depends if it hits target first. I would be careful. Because if it hits target first, then flips, then I see that as rejection, right? There are days like this. Oh yeah, of course, come on. I think setup 3 on the 5-minute was entry. I think there's a 1 minute option here, which I was contemplating. This would be it. This one right here, close below this 1 minute range. You rely on volume. Get 12 pips. Yeah, you could run this setup 3, but 5 minute back in the range. So you get 1 to 1. But it's always easier to say that once it's done, right? The problem we have here, it's a very dangerous zone, this. We know how dangerous this zone is. How much risk would you use if I went on the 5 or the 1 minute? Both? I think 5 and 1 minute's the same, so I'd probably just, yeah, throw half on that for sure. Because you're going in a rejection zone that if you did that before, you would have lost every single trade. Even this 5-minute created structure broke below the low, failed. This one, maybe this was just a close below, failed. And that's the only time we've been here. GJ is just coming back in the range now. GJ is a little bit messy here. We don't have much range. Should I try get out if I'm in? I saw a wick on my broker, so I took it. I'd just be break even, man. There's no reason of this flipping. Yeah, you know, 1 minute's created resistance here below your entry. I don't think there's a reason, especially if you start re-breaking this lows, there's no reason to lose this trade. You don't want to be holding heavy drawdown, you know? So I would say, you know, consider if we start pushing a little bit past this support here, this is where you can start to consider securing, right? Because that's sort of target at the moment. Is this support where we're at? So yeah, this is all plus now. So you can squeeze on 1 minute. 30-minute close with no bottom wick. Is it still valid? I think it is a wick there. But you would want to see a top wick as well, right? Would be nice just to see a little bit of a top wick somewhere up to here. And then boom, take the flip. Just so we know we don't... It would be suck to get into an entry here, run 5-minute stops. Just for it to do this and then flip all the way back up in the range. So yeah. GJ is dumping? Yeah, that's why we're not rushed into anything on GJ, right? So yeah. Alright, looking back at this session, entries for GJ, there were no entries for me on GJ here. So I'm not too pissed off with that. Move happened. Looking back on gold here, I think there was a 1 minute entry here. If I wanted to give a 1 minute an option here, I think maybe that was the only entry in hindsight here, was this 1 minute entry. The 5 minute breaking the lows here, potential here, just prefer the extra confirmation during London session. London loves to reverse. Anyone who's trading gold in London knows how it loves to do that and can attest to that. So yeah, that's basically it. Pretty, you know, always annoying when that type of stuff happens, but you know, again, we follow the plan and we wait. I think GJ can set up quite nicely later after this pullback. If we keep pulling back down towards these lows, create support, should be easy for buys later. So that's something I would be expecting here on GJ. Yeah, that's basically it. So pretty simple. Appreciate everyone showing up to stream, and hopefully we have a cleaner day tomorrow and more easier options. Yeah, maybe New York here on gold will give the continuation down here, and we'll see it from there. We'll see it. TP on gold, let's have a look. 4 hour, probably where we are right now is not a bad spot. Max TP is going to be down here 2023 max. That's my max TP. Actually no, move that up, sorry, scratch that. 2024, the daily support. Yeah, daily support is TP on gold, max TP. Right now, where we're at is a rejection zone. So if we don't close below it, then we could have rejection here. So I'll just be careful about that. Otherwise, we're still good. So appreciate everyone showing up as always. Take care, have an amazing day, and hopefully speak to you guys very, very soon. Peace. Yes, sir.